Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, was a prophet of Allah. He was sent to guide the people of Thamud. They were a prosperous people who lived in the northwestern Arabian Peninsula. The Thamud were known for their advanced civilization. They were skilled in architecture and agriculture. Despite their achievements, they had strayed from the path of Allah. They had fallen into the trap of idol worship. Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, was chosen to call them back to the straight path. He was tasked with reminding them of the one true God. Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, approached his people with wisdom and compassion. He called upon them to remember the blessings of Allah. He reminded them of their ancestors' faith. He warned them of the consequences of their actions. However, the Thamud were deeply attached to their idols. They were blinded by their material wealth. They refused to listen to Prophet Saleh's peace be upon him message. The Thamud were known for their advanced civilization. They carved out magnificent houses from mountains. They were skilled in agriculture and built impressive structures, demonstrating their architectural prowess. They enjoyed a life of prosperity and ease. Their success, however, led them astray. They became arrogant and materialistic. They forgot the source of their blessings. Instead of thanking Allah, they started worshiping idols. They believed these idols could grant them favors. They offered sacrifices to these inanimate objects. They placed their trust in false deities. This angered Allah. He sent prophets to guide people to the right path. Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, was one such prophet. He was sent to the Thamud to remind them of the one true God. To convince the Thamud, Allah sent them a clear sign. A she-camel miraculously emerged from a rock. This was no ordinary camel. It was a magnificent creature. This was a test for the Thamud. Allah, through Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, instructed them to share the water with the she-camel. The camel would drink from the well one day. The people would have the well the next day. This miracle was a clear proof of Prophet Saleh's, peace be upon him, prophethood. The camel became a symbol of Allah's power and mercy. It was also a test of the Thamud's obedience. Would they heed the words of Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, and share their resources? Or would they allow their arrogance and greed to lead them astray? The fate of the Thamud rested on their decision. The choice: faith or disbelief. Initially, the people were astonished by the she-camel. However, their amazement soon turned into resentment. They saw the camel as a burden. They disliked sharing their water. The disbelievers among the Thamud began to plot. They wanted to kill the she-camel. They disregarded Prophet Saleh's, peace be upon him, warnings. They believed they could defy Allah. They decided to disobey Allah's command. They brutally killed the she-camel. They celebrated their defiance. They challenged Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, to bring upon them Allah's wrath. They had made their choice. They chose disbelief and arrogance over faith and submission. They would soon face the consequences of their actions. The consequence: the destruction of Thamud. After killing the she-camel, the people of Thamud awaited their fate. Allah gave them 3 days. They were warned of a terrible punishment, yet they remained defiant. They refused to believe. They mocked the warnings of Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him. Then the punishment came. A mighty earthquake shook their land. Their magnificent structures crumbled. A piercing shriek filled the air. The people of Thamud were destroyed. They perished for their disbelief and disobedience. Their fate serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of rejecting Allah's message. A timeless message. Lessons from the story of Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him. The story of Prophet Saleh, peace be upon him, holds valuable lessons. It teaches us about the importance of faith and obedience to Allah. It warns us against the dangers of arrogance and disbelief. The fate of the Thamud serves as a reminder that material wealth means nothing without faith. Prophet Saleh's, peace be upon him, unwavering faith in the face of adversity is an inspiration. His story is a timeless message for all humankind. It reminds us that we are all accountable to Allah. We will be judged for our deeds. We must strive to live a life of piety and submission to Allah. This is the path to true success, both in this life and the hereafter.